Hello everyone, in this video I'll be doing a build guide on the TheDreadOverlord Warlock subclass that was just added in Baldur's Gate 3's Patch 7 Mod Manager. It's now on console as well, so I thought I'd go over another build for this. There's some cool options as we get different packs that are based on the TheDreadOverlord himself, the monstrous Dracolich Necromancer. So we get a few different cantrips. We get the ability to apply necrotic armaments to our weapons, giving an additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage, and cannot be disarmed with this. And we also can ignite our offhand weapons. We're using flails, maces, scimitars, and sickles. We also get ourselves the Reclaim Undead, which severed links to the undead created by the Nurse Night of the Living Dead, regaining a minion point. So whenever you do this, you can get back some minion points from your undead. We also have this Shield of Souls, which gives you additional souls onto your body, and you can use this to block a little bit extra damage. In addition, we also get our Crawling Claws here, which is a tongue twister, but also a fun spell that allows us to summon up to 4 spells, or 4 Crawling Claws at level 3, and then this just increases as our levels go up. We also have the Dread Cultist, so basically we can use some of the benefits here, like the necrotic armaments. We also get a +1 to any roll made with Arcana or History. We also have the ability to add +1 to armor class with the Shield of Souls, so this spell here will give us increased armor class every time that we add a captured soul to it. And on top of this, we also get a minion points increase. We have maximum 1 minion point, but we can increase this as we level up. And then replenished on short rest. So you can make 2 Crawling Claws or 4 from Beast from create Crawling Claws at any time. This will increase as we level up. We also have some spell slots here, so I'm using the 5e spells mod, so you get a few extra ones here, but I'm not going to use those. Let's go with Inflict Wounds for necrotic spell. Arms of Hadar is nice to stop target from using reactions, but also Hex is a good bonus action, especially if you want to apply a little bit extra damage on your attacks. Armor of Agathis also being a really nice one. For our starting weapon, we can go with Staff, Flail, or Sickle. I'm just going to take the Sickle here because this is a cool weapon type. And then for our ability scores, we're going to go with something like high-ish dexterity, so 16 dex, 14 constitution, and 16 charisma. And then for skill proficiencies, you can take what you want. I'm going to add in deception there. So yeah, we'll go through the full build guide for this because it's a really fun necromancer style class. You also get unique weapons here, which is cool, and there's quest lines involved in this, so a lot of fun to be had. At level 3, we get to pick our pact, and there's a couple really nice ones here. So at level 2, we get our Eldritch Invocation here. I'm going to take Hellish Rebukes and Not Bad for a little bit extra damage as a reaction. Agonizing Blast and Repelling Blast, 2 of our best friends, adding Charisma modifier and also pushing a creature back 4.5 meters. And then also we could take Devil's Sight there, but we can also take it at level 5. So here we get our Pact Boon, and what's nice about this is the TheDreadOverlord adds a little bit of extra benefits. So the Blade Pact holders, we can apply Bone Chill with our attacks, preventing targets from healing, which is pretty good because some fights in the game, that benefits us greatly. We also get the Find Familiar spell, gives us Andrus, the Devil Dog, and then we can also use the Pact of the Tome to give us necrotic armaments to our undead minions. We also get a spell slot here. Hold Person being one of my favorites, so you can go with that. I like Misty Step, but not with a Warlock spell slot, because we only get 2 of them per short rest. And then our Pact Moon, I'm thinking about going with the Pact of the Blade, because this is nice to be able to give yourself the Bone Chill on attack. But I just really like the Find Familiar, Andrus the Devil Dog, so I wanted to show that off again, because I think that that's just a really nice unique spell that we can get here. It makes the Pact of the Chain so much better, because usually Warlocks just pick Pact of the Blade. Let's get ourselves a cantrip, and I'll just take Bone Chill, even though there's a bunch of other ones there. I should have mentioned at the start, we're also taking our Eldritch Blast as per usual. And for our spells here, Phantasmal Force can be okay to give yourself a little bit extra damage on the target. Flock Familiars if you have the 5e spells mod's fun. Cloud of Dagger is always a good choice too, so we could go with something like that. Or even Darkness. Darkness is nice because we can also take the take ability to see in darkness, magical, and we can see from within that. We're going to increase our charisma here, so that's a nice little choice that's going to give us a little bit more damage. And spells will get a little bit extra attacks too. So our Pact of the Chain Familiar will get an extra attack here at level 5, and if you have the Blade, we get an extra attack too. With our spells at level 3, I like Spirit Guardians. Hard to go wrong with that, really. This is a really useful spell. You can also go with like Counterspell if you want to. Really not the best choice. Hunger of Hadar being another good one. And then we're going to take our Devil's Sight here. You can see I have a bunch of extra ones like doubling our Eldritch Blast range, or other things like the improved Pact Weapon, Eldritch Smite. These are ones from the improved Eldritch Invocations mod, so not available here. But you get improved Soul Harvest and resistance to necrotic damage. And imbuing our weapon with necrotic armaments fills you with unholy vigor and making you immune to necrotic damage for a short time. Really, really useful. We're going to take Hunger of Hadar there because that's just a fun spell to use. And then at level 7, we get ourselves the ability to summon we get more skeletons and zombies with our summons, and whenever we create a greater undead, we use this without expending a warlock spell slot once per long rest, which is extremely useful. The skeletal warlock is so useful, especially at level 7. This is a huge power spike because we can summon this in and it can use Scorching Ray to attack, so that's really great. And then we also get ourselves a level 4 spell slot, so if you have the 5e spells, summon Shadow Spawn's a lot of fun, but since I'm not going to cover things like that, Vampiric Touch can give you a little bit of health back if you want something like that. Phantasmal Killer can be okay too, cannot move, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, so that can be pretty useful, especially because psychic damage can be doubled with the Resonance Stone. We have a bunch of different Eldritchifications here, but some of the best ones are, like, I mean, Eldritch Smite is really good, but you can even go with, like, the Dreadful Word for Confusion, because Confusion can be pretty useful. I really like Eldritch Smite if you got the extra ones, but I don't want to put that on this one. Beguiling Influence for Proficiency in Deception and Persuasion is also pretty nice. I'm just going to take Eldritch Spear, even though it's not one. You can go with really any of the ones here. The better ones come a little bit later on when you can summon we can use like a Greater Elemental here. Now another level 4 spell slot that we could choose, something like Blight for 8d8 necrotic damage. Not the best spell, but we're typically going to be using our spells for other things like Spirit Guardians. And then for our ability score improvement, we can take your Charisma up. We can go with Alert as well, because this is a nice one just to have the +5 to initiative. It can't be surprised. Very effective. And then also we get ourselves the minion points up to 3, and we can create 12 Crawling Claws at any one time. And you can make Flying Ghouls with the Animate Dead and cast it at will. And there's the spells there. And we also get a level 5 spell. I like to take Cloud Kill because our undead are immune to poison damage, so this can be repositioned every turn and not even hurt our team. Negative Energy Flood is nice though, because you can do 5 to 60 necrotic if they aren't undead, and targets killed by this raises a zombie, so that can be really effective depending on what you choose. We're going to go with the Minions of Chaos here for Conjure Elemental, which is just giving us another summon, as this is a summoning-based class, and you can pop that in, and also pop your Spirit Guardians, and then use a short rest to get all your spell slots back. Also take another Cantrip here. Minor Illusion can be kind of nice. Green Flame Blade if you got the extra 5e spells mod, but even if not, you can go with one of the previous options here, even Curse of Terror, even Frightened. It just really depends what you got for your spells. And then for our next level 5 spell, I think it's best to go with that Negative Energy Flood if you got that mod. If not, I would go with something else here. Even like a Vampiric Touch can be pretty useful, or Fear if you want to go that route. Or even like Hold Monster being probably the best choice there, which we'll take at next level. Level 11, we get ourselves another level 5 spell slot, which is exciting. And then we also have the Great Undead, so we can do a Spectral Horror, which is huge because it can summon things that will hold enemies in place and overcome enemies. And also we get the Create Undead spell at will. And we get there's a Spectral Horror. And then we also have our Mystic Arcanum for Circle of Death being a really good choice. Eye Bite can be okay too if you want to go with a Concentration. And then we'll take our Hold Monster here. And then at our next level here, we get ourselves another spell slot. And this is level 12, so we're all maxed out now. And yeah, you can take something earlier, or you can put another class in if you want to take something else alongside this. Even like Shatter's okay. Fear can be nice for crowd control. And then, yeah, I guess for the next spell slot, Life Drinker's okay, but we don't have a packed weapon, so it doesn't really give us any benefit here. So you could go with like Eldritch Smite's a fun one, but again, not super useful. Once for long rest, you can use Animate Undead without using a spell slot, which we already have. I guess we'll go Fiendish Vigor for a little bit extra health. It's, I guess, not the worst choice or the best choice. And we'll take our Charisma up to 20, so pretty useful here. I'm going to show this off in combat because this can be pretty useful. Now, what we're looking at for spells is we can summon in our Andrus the Devil Dog here. And Andrus can also summon in some summons, so there he is, hopping in like the good boy he is. And he also has this here, which allows you per battle to summon in the Ghostly Fire Team, so you can use this and get a couple more dogs. So you got these ghostly dogs that look kind of like Scratch. Yeah, so there's 2 of them. I can't move it right now for some reason. I don't think you can control them there, but then on top of this, we can also use our like Conjure Elemental here. We can't for some reason use a Fire Elemental. I think I have a mod that's interfering with that, so you can take like a Water Elemental to apply Chilled, or a Earth Elemental to knock creatures prone. This is nice to have. But then what we want to typically be doing is once we get out into combat, we want to be summoning in our whole squad of summons. We also got our False Life to give us a little bit extra temporary health there, which is good. And with this, we can also apply our Spirit Guardians as a concentration, and it's going to be upcasted. You can do the necrotic version of this too, so that's pretty fun. And we'll get out in a short rest first, and then I'll show you what this looks like in combat once we leave. So we'll get out of here, and then we'll just, I'll summon in some of the summons that we got, because they're very effective. So we can close the door there, go into turn-based, and then we're going to use Shadowheart to go and attack him. Or I guess we'll just use her, we'll use her bow to attack him, take him out. And then with me, we're going to use, you can use like I really like the Spectral Horror, because this allows you to bind targets to the area. But we also got a Skeletal Warlock, which I think is really strong. So we'll drop this down. We got ourselves a Warlock, which has some cool spells. Like it can use the ranged attack there with necrotic damage. It can also use Topple, Bone Chill, Scorch and Ray, Death Ward, so it can protect a creature with Death Ward. So this is really nice just to have for the team, because this just gives you a bunch of extra stuff here. And then we're also going to take out these folk here, just so that I can show off a little bit further what this looks like. We'll just go back into turn base. And then we'll go in and attack here to take them out. So bonk, and then we'll also give this, he'll take this person out as well, so I'll just shoot them with the crossbow. And then I'm going to summon in using my, I guess I got, can't be in turn-based mode to use this. We'll exit that. Use this to create a mummy, so we can animate this. And this is super effective, because we'll get ourselves something with a good amount of health there. And then on top of that, we can also use like our Spectral Horror or our Giant Skeleton, which is super effective. Unfortunately, whenever we're moving around, you may have to move the team around because it might block it because it's so big. We'll, don't have enough space. There we go. We can pop in the Giant Skeleton. This is really effective. We'll go into combat. We might get into a little bit of a tussle with the guards, but we'll just run over here to. There's a combat encounter that I like to go to show off these builds. Lost our concentration on Spirit Guardians for whatever reason, but that's fine. We can always pop that back up before getting into the fight. We'll go ahead here, and then we'll just run into our I guess, yeah, Spirit Guardians last 10 turns. So we're getting into a fight here, and then we're gonna, I'll summon or bring my summons in, so we can use this. Bring in our skeleton boys, our ghost dogs. This also brings all of them into combat. And I guess we'll go ahead here first for my turn. And we got two of them right there, so we can even just drop like a cloud kill there, which is not a bad choice, or even the flood negative energies. So with this, we can hit them and hopefully turn them into a zombie. And it worked, booyah, so that's great. And we also have our necrotic armaments there to inflict our necrotic damage on that, and also gives us immunity to necrotic damage for 10 turns. So pretty useful, obviously. And we have Minsk there. I don't want to use any of these. I just want to use our the things that we get here from this. Ghostly Step allows us to teleport around too, so that's really nice, as we got a bonus action, and then we can go in and attack with our action. So lots of movement on the dog, which makes it pretty useful. It doesn't hit that hard, but it can attack. So for some reason it's not. There we go. We can attack with advantage, and then we also have 2 attacks because we have the extra attack. Attack the blade, pretty good. And then we also have our ghost dogs, which will dash their way in, and they're just the goodest boys. So we have them there, going to pull a little bit extra aggro. Really nice. This is what makes this so effective. We don't even have all of our summons in because we have more minion points. So this gets even crazier when we summon in other summons, but we have like the skeletal giant there. We got ourselves the mummy as well. So some extra summons here that will make their way in. Once they get their turns done, they're just dashing into combat, and they're just going to run to their demise. We also have Spirit Guardians, so you can abuse that. Beckoning Darkness on our dog. It saved against it. Of course it did, the goodest boy. And they're just going to attack their zombies there. So Shadowheart, that's fine. We have our mummy here, which has multi-attack, which deals a lot of damage if we can get in and attack with it. Dreadful Glare is also pretty nice if we can get range to be able to hit them. So I guess we'll just dash this guy and use him to make his way in. And that was our action for the turn. The mummy's pretty strong. Now with the Warlock, what's nice about the Warlock is we also got ourselves Scorching Ray. So I won't be able to hit him from here, but I'll try to make his way in. And then even have like Sleep, Scorching Ray, Ray of Enfeeblement. He's just shy of hitting them, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, everything's shy of hitting, so we'll use dash again and then make him make his way into combat. And then he can also use Corruption ranged attack. Doesn't have enough movement for this one either, so it's unfortunate, but yeah, that's a fun one. Then we also have our Earth Elemental. I should have let these catch up with us first. This also has Elemental Warp, which is nice, so you can move to the extent of your teleporting range. Bonus action, and it's right there, good enough. And then Seismic Strike, which will hit us, that's fine. And I saved from the prone, but I knocked them prone, so that was good. So, yeah, summons are helpful. And then we got our Giant Skeleton, so another really great choice here. And it's got some cool attacks as well. It can goad enemies, it can use a rush attack. It's got a variety of different things that it can use, but it also can do a Brutal Leap, which can knock things prone. I guess for this one I'll just use dash as well, just to get it a little bit closer. And then we can use our Brutal Leap to get a little bit closer to the enemy, and this can hit targets around, knock them prone. Bonk. It hit our enemies here, that's fine, we knocked him prone, so that's exactly what we wanted. And then he's gonna attack for us, our zombie that we got with our spell. And then I can go again here, and Misty Step's not bad for this. We unfortunately don't have that much movement because there's so many people in the way, but we got our necrotic attacks there, and then we can attack with something like this to summon another zombie for us. I unfortunately can't hit them, our path is interrupted, but we'll use this, hopefully it'll hit them. Boom. Yeah, we got ourselves another zombie in our squad. And then you can even use Reclaim Undead here to give yourself another minion point, so I can bring this back, and then we got ourselves another minion point, which is sweet. So he was about to go down, so any of the zombies that you see that are about to get knocked out, it's not a bad idea to reclaim them and give yourself a little bit of an extra edge on the enemy. So we have 2 necrotic points that we can use to resurrect someone. Then we got our dog here, so I guess we'll use the dog just to bite this prone guy here. And it's a little picky, we might take him out this way. Yeah, we took him out, goodest boy. And then we'll use him to bite her. So that's great. I'll also move him back so that she's able to come out, because otherwise she's going to probably... we'll ghosty stuff there. The dog's actually pretty useful because he can move around. And we have our dogs shadow stepping and attacking, so that's great. Our little ghostly dogs doing their thing. And since they're ghosts, they can occupy the same space, which is nice. And she's there getting walloped by them. Shadowheart's turn, now her turn. Hopefully she makes her way out there. Darkness on the Warlock. That was a questionable choice. But we have so many summons here. And she lost her concentration because of the dogs. So she's running away. Our mummy's not going to make his way in there, but he's going to try his best. And he doesn't have the movement speed to get anywheres. But the mummy's nice. You can also use the Crypt Lord Ring to get a second one of these, which is awesome. And unfortunately, you don't get to show off the Warlock in combat yet. But this one is nice because it can also use the Scorching Ray. I guess we'll just let them do their thing. We'll let him go in there and attack with this. Hopefully he has the range for it. And boom, he knocked the chandelier down. And he also gets an extra attack, which is nice. So he can do like a rush attack there. Deal a little extra damage, or the multi-attack. Not enough movement, unfortunately. I guess I was thinking I would have used one of the other attacks there. Yeah, we can attack with this and probably knock her prone. Booyah, we knocked her prone. And I guess we can do a Brutal Leap as well. So the Giant Skeleton is really useful. That would have knocked her prone either way. I guess I probably should use that to attack. We also have our zombies going in and doing their thing. So just getting up into the zone. Critical block. I don't know how she blocked that. But yeah, I get to go again here so I can run in. And she's pretty much toast. Oh, I didn't get enough to... I could dash and hit her with that. But we also got our Circle of Death, which is pretty good, and it can summon in undead with that. Also got Bone Chill, which is not a super strong attack, but Eldritch Blast when in doubt. We'll hit her with that. I'll probably take her out. Yeah, good. So that was strong. I guess I'll just go into another crazy combat encounters to show off the true strength of this. We also have our Animate Dead, so we can use like flying ghouls from this pile of corpses here. And I guess we'll move a little closer to be able to use this one too. So we got the ability to summon in 3 of them from these 3. So yeah, lots of zombies. This gets pretty crazy. I guess we'll also bring us out into the fun, because why not? And I guess I also have the Create Undead here, so we can... And it might override my current mummy, but if you got the ring, I do have the ring, I don't have it equipped right now. You can use that to go even further. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 summons. And you can even do more. We also have
2 minion points, so we can also summon in a bit more, which is just crazy. So this is a very powerful build. And we also have the Crawling Claws, so I guess we can do a short rest just to give ourselves spell slots back and then get into a combat encounter here. What's crazy about this is going to bring in even more summons. So Night of the Living Dead, you can see there. They all got turned undead. So we got even more zombies, making this an incredibly complex fight. So we got ourselves many zombies. I guess we use our bonus action there. You can even use this to reclaim the undeads, giving yourself even more points to be able to summon in more summons. So I'm just gonna end my turn just because that feels busted. But they got zombies now on our side, which is crazy. It's useful if you can use that on weak enemies, especially with Circle of Death, because that hits multiple enemies, and they're just shooting at our undead because we have a ton of undead. So there's, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's too many to count. We're probably at about 20 summons now. Which is just busted. They're using volley because they're all grouped together there. But if we wanted to, we could even use Gale to bring in more summons. We got our flying ghouls now, and these guys have the Night of the Living Dead infecting them. So we can use this to attack them. Oh, they're not asleep. We'll just go boom. Oh, I can't even hit them. That's fine. We'll use this guy to get up here and hopefully attack him before he gets wrecked, and then we can reclaim undead with that. So they got attacked with the claws. They're really good for taking aggro. Our devil dogs are teleporting around. I'm gonna bite maybe. Oh, they're both working together. And they got a critical hit. Nice. Necrotic damage. Yeah, this class is incredible because you got so many summons here. We're outnumbering the guards big time with all of our undead, which is just crazy to see. They're just throwing things because they have no idea what else to do. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use anyone else. I'm just gonna continue to use these. Oh, I lost my false leg, but finally got hit. That's impressive. And then we have another ghoul here, which can take someone out. The thing is, whenever the ghouls are all together, it's going to draw volleys, which is nice, because that's one of the most common attacks if you got anyone with a bow. Us is almost dead, so that kind of sucks. We can go... Oh, he's lobotomized. Can't even attack him. Hit with psychic damage. Blocked. That's fine. And they're probably just going to attack our zombies or throw at Shadowheart for some reason. You should guys go for the zombies. There's a lot of them there. And I'll heal her just briefly. We got ourselves a mummy, which maybe we'll get finally a chance to attack and do something in combat. We'll just run it up here. The mummy's got a lot of health too, which is just makes it so much more useful. Finally, we can use the warlock to do something like a scorch and ray there. And then you also got the ability to do another attack here. So, boom, it blocked it unfortunately. But yeah, Night of the Living Dead is affecting all of them. So, oh, the zombies are attacking. I'm just waiting for all those zombies to go if they don't get destroyed first. Oh, there's a fire elemental. And Night of the Living Dead, they're just going to throw. Because whenever they have the Night of the Living Dead, they're stuck there. And then we got our giant skeleton now, so this is hype. We can use him to jump into there. It's probably going to hurt our team, that's fine. Knock them prone, good. And then use the pick attack. That's probably going to hit, yeah, it's going to hit our zombies, it's fine. Oh, didn't. And then the bonk gargantuan strike. That's going to hit our zombies. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. We have too many things to take care of. They're probably going to use a volley too because we have so many in there. Oh, Crusader's Mantle. Interesting choice. Our Earth Golem finally getting its chance to shine. We'll use this to teleport. Oh, we might be able to go a little further with it. There we go. And teleport. There we go. Sweet. Use that and then a seismic strike there to knock everyone prone. Earth Elemental for the teleport. Oh, they all saved it. I was going to say, you can teleport and knock everyone through a prone, which is awesome. The zombies are going to go do their attacks, so they might take them out. It's crazy. The zombies are so effective. This is just a crazy class, honestly. And the Fire Elemental is getting a little bit of fire damage off on us. I still have a lot of health, which is crazy, so this is just absolutely nuts. And I just love seeing all these zombies erupting cinders. That took out some of the zombies, which is nice. Minsk, we'll just let him do his thing. And then we got ourselves the action here. We can also summon in. I didn't even show off the Spectral Horror, but you got to cast it outside of combat, unfortunately. So that's, I guess, the unfortunate part. I don't know my Spirit Guardian's up, but we'll use this to summon in even more zombies. So see you later, hopefully. Boom. Yeah, got ourselves another zombie. Yeah, I'm running out of... It's way too many summons. I don't even know how many I'm covering now, but yeah, there's like 20, 25. It's crazy. And oh, mine broken. Crap, I was going to say. I'm near the end of the game, so that happens. But I was going to reclaim Undead. Take back, like, one of these weak zombies. Give us another minion point, and then we can use that to further summon. So, it gets crazy. He's taking out our zombies left, right, and center because they're all grouped together. But in a more open battlefield, this works a bit better. Yeah, they're blasting with the... They need to have all the radiant damage. That's probably why they use the Crusader's Mantle. I have this on Tactician mode, so... Our flying ghouls getting wrecked. A volley on them. Jeez, bunch of zeros. It's weird. Oh, because they're throwing javelins. That's why it's hitting those. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm surprised it's not lagging any, but they're still deciding what to do. Gale can skip his turn. I think that's a pretty good showing of the TheDreadOverlord Warlock, though. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.